This has been like the hardest secret I've had to keep. Stepping outside of my comfort zone here. I'm like, wow, this actually sucks. I'm surprising Alyssa! And I was just there! You guys know how I kept saying like, we'll FaceTime and we'll watch it. I knew the whole time. You just got here! I know. I think she has like negative idea. It's like the craziest thing ever that you can just fly and just like be in another place. And you like didn't give it away at all. I'm about to do the messy bun that I did a couple of vlogs back, and I figured I could vlog it and show you guys. How are you here? Because you live in a different state. Oh, I'm nervous. I didn't know if that was illegal to do. I am obsessed with the skincare. Don't even know. Kind of a long time. These are called a rat tail, which is what a name for a comb. A little insider info. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh my goodness. I have like the most anxiety and excitement and oh my goodness feelings. I'm in the car right now. Jake is just about to take me to the airport because I am surprising Alyssa. Oh my gosh. This has been like the hardest secret I've had to keep, but I'm flying to surprise her for her gender reveal party. If you guys missed the last vlog, we had our own little private gender reveal because I told her I couldn't make it to the gender reveal party, and the timing worked out perfectly. I was sick for like 2 weeks. I had to take a bunch of time off of work, and then the housewarming party came and she stayed for quite a few days, like 5 days. So I took a couple more days off of work, and when she told me the day of the gender reveal party, I was like, there's just no way I can take any more time off of work. I'm so sorry. Little did she know, I already had my flight booked to come see her. And so when she came and was like, I want to do like a private gender reveal with you since, you know, you're not going to be able to make it to the party, it can be like a special moment. I knew that if I told her like, no, I just want to wait, she'd be like, why? That's so weird. And I debated, I was like, should I tell her when she tells me the gender instead of like right as she's telling me the gender, I could be like, wait, I'm gonna be there. But I decided, no, I want to surprise her in person because truly that was one of the most surreal moments of my life when she surprised me at work, if you guys remember.
Am I early to our FaceTime? Am I a little early? You wanted to hang out today, right? You said you wanted to rot in bed?
I'm literally shaking. Good thing I canceled my Pilates. And I want her to feel that. And I know she loves a surprise. I know she's gonna freak out, but I feel so nervous. I'm like, what if she doesn't want me there? What if she's like, what the heck? What are you doing here? But the second she got on her flight to Minnesota, I was texting with her husband, Zane, and I was like, hey, I'm coming. Here's my flight. Here's the time. I'll literally talk to you next week. We were just about to go to the airport. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I like couldn't sleep the past 2 nights. I'm like, how am I going to set up the cameras so that she, you know, so we have this moment documented, because the surprise video from last time is truly one of my favorite videos of all time. So I have tripods in my bag. I have my camera. It's charged. I have my phone. I'm charging it. And I'm so excited. I do have to take the train all by myself, which I've never done. I've been on the train countless times, but someone else is always directing, whether it's Alyssa or Brenna or Jake. And so I'm a little anxious about that. But once I'm on the train, I'm going to feel like deep breath. I'm so excited. I even stocked up a couple photos so I could post them on my stories to throw her off. I think she has like negative idea. I don't think she has any idea. She was even sending me pictures of all the decor yesterday, and I was just telling her how bummed I am that I'm not going to be there. And oh my gosh, my brain just like completely blanked. What the heck? What was I going to say? Oh. I had her send me the invite because I was like, I want to see the invite that you made. And I had her send me one just in case there was like a dress code or anything. Like, I don't know if she was doing like just like the gender that you think it is, or, you know, whatever. I hope everything goes well. sleep in here with me. Hello guys, good morning. It is now Saturday morning. Things were so chaotic yesterday. Once I got here, surprised Alyssa. Of course, we did a whole debrief of like, oh my gosh, you're here. How long did you know? All of that. But it's her gender reveal today. So we spent like the entire night setting up for that. I got to see all the stuff she got for the party, which is so exciting. And we actually went to bed at like 1 a.m. So I feel toast. Feel like toast. What? I'm exhausted. And what's so funny is it wasn't even that late for me when I started to crash, but as soon as I surprised her, all of a sudden, like, I had just an adrenaline crash. This is gonna be the craziest thing to compare it to, but years ago, I went skydiving with my mom, and I was so sick afterwards because my adrenaline was so high and then it dropped so low. And I feel like that happened to me yesterday. I was like so excited and like nervous all day and like trying to throw her off, posting things on my story. And then once I surprised her, I feel like my whole body was just like, oh. So I'm like kind of dragging today, but today's a big like special day. So I need to get my energy up. If you want to see anything about the gender reveal, like the party, the setting up, I'll link Alyssa's vlog for that because she's vlogging everything and I want that to just be her special moment. So you're gonna just be seeing more of like me in New York. So right now I'm doing my skincare. Also, like a really fun fact that was going through my brain as I was brushing my teeth this morning. Years ago, Savannah told me that there's some sort of, I don't even fully remember what she told me, but she basically told me that there's some sort of psychology about brushing your teeth immediately when you wake up. And ever since she told me that, I literally have to do that. I woke up so thirsty and was like, I have to brush my teeth before I even take a sip of water. So now I can drink some water. Oh, and I forgot one thing. I need to go grab it. So because I am only here until tomorrow, I'm only here for 2 nights, I wanted to bring all of my skincare, but I didn't want to check a bag. So I got these cute little containers from Amazon and I labeled them with all of my products. So I have like all of my skincare routine in these little teeny tiny containers, which is so perfect. One of them did spill, which I'm so bummed about. It's my mandelic serum spilt, which is a bummer because that's like one of the main things that helps with acne, but it's only 2 days and there honestly should be enough in here even just for 2 days, so we should be good. So I'm gonna do my skincare right now. I feel like I've talked to you guys through my skincare relatively recently. I did add a couple new things, so maybe I'll just like quickly tell it to you. First things first, I'm gonna wash my face. This morning, I'm gonna use my Barrier Balance Creamy Cleanser, my more moisturizing one because I was traveling, just to make sure my skin feels nice and nourished. Then my first step after cleansing is now a vitamin C serum, which is so fun. That is a new step that we just added in, and that is gonna help with all my post-acne scarring and pigmentation, which honestly I don't have a ton, but that is kind of the only thing I feel like that's left on my skin now is some of that redness. So these little jars, as nice and convenient as they are, they're definitely harder to get things out of them than like the little pumps, but that's okay. We'll make it work for just a couple of days. Then I do my Hydra Remedy, and this is genuinely one of my favorite skincare products I have ever used. It is amazing. It blends into the skin like so well. Oh my gosh. And it just feels so soothing and so amazing. So that's my next step. Also, I honestly don't know if I can say enough good things about Face Reality. I am obsessed with the skincare. It all just works so well together. It doesn't pill. It sits good on the skin with or without makeup. I've had certain skincare products where if I don't wear makeup over it, then if it gets in your eyes, it burns. This is not that way. This stuff is just so good. Next thing is a little bit of eye cream. I will say the Face Reality eye cream is not my favorite. I feel like it's just a little thin. And I got an eye cream because some of the products were drying my skin out, especially around my eyes. And so I wanted just something a little bit more intense around my eyes, and it's fine. I wouldn't repurchase it. It's just a little too thin, especially for like how drying some of the stuff is. I don't know, it's fine. Not good, not great. And then I use my 5% Mandelic serum. This is an exfoliant. Let's see if I can get enough on my skin today. Okay, we made it work. work even with it spilling. Next up is my Crayon Peptide Cream. I love this moisturizer. I've already repurchased it once, and I think next time John A said I will do a different moisturizer once I run out of this one. Oh, it just blends into the skin so well. If you see redness along the side of my neck, I used my Acne Med last night, which is a benzoyl peroxide, and sometimes it really irritates my neck. And I think what happened is last night I was like just so in the groove of doing my skincare, and I brought my Hydro Balance down my neck, and then it like almost makes the Acne Med go down my neck too. So I think that was my bad. I accidentally brought the products down my neck. So I felt myself in the night like scratching. And I have my little, oh, I forgot to update you guys on these. I have my little static nails on right now, which I know in the last vlog I said I was gonna put on. And my hands are all slippery. But my nails were, like my natural nails were just so nice that once I prepped them, I was like, I cannot cut these off. Like these are just too beautiful. So I ended up just repainting them that beautiful red shade. And then I redid them and I put on the static nails a few days before I left for the trip, which I do absolutely love the static nails, but I will say I really do prefer just having my natural nails. I love being able to like do things with my hands, and obviously my job, I use my hands in my job. I was debating, I'm like, I kind of miss having like my nails done, but just even putting these on reminded me like, no, I love my natural nails, and I can grow my natural nails out pretty long and get them to look really pretty. So anyways, these are just a fun little glue on for now. Now that the skincare is done, we are gonna go get a little bit of breakfast and a little bit of coffee. And I am so excited for a little New York breakfast. Just stopped and grabbed a coffee. What is this, Sergi's coffee roaster. Oh, I just squirted everywhere. And what's funny is last time I was here, you were not in your coffee era, really.
Yeah.
So now you've like tried a few places, you found some that you like.
Yes. And I was like loving it in the beginning of my pregnancy, and then all of a sudden I was like, ew. And now all of a sudden I'm like craving them again.
It is so fun.
I'm so excited for you to try, because I'm not really a coffee connoisseur, but I think this is good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
You can say you hate it, it's okay.
I'd say it's good. The other place you took me last time was better.
Oh, okay.
But I do like, they do single shots of espresso for a small, which I really like. Oh yeah. Do you want to try mine? Yeah. This
Watch, I'm like, yours sucks compared to mine.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you said?
Oh, they taste kind of similar. Mine just cinnamony.
Yeah, they do taste kind of similar.
I like it.
Now we're getting bagels.
Now we're gonna go get French toast bagels.
Yeah, I saw, I think, was it Remy?
Yeah.
That had a French toast bagel in her vlog.
They went to Mariah and Heath's wedding, which
was
an
Jersey.
East Coast wedding, which was so fun to see because I've been some of the places they went.
Yeah, so we were on like a Love is Blind binge of Minneapolis, and then we started watching the Heath and Mariah wedding content, so then we were like on East Coast.
Yeah.
And they had a French toast bagel, and I was like, next time I come to New York, I want a French toast bagel, and I was like,
she knew she was coming
this weekend.
I can't believe you.
And if it's good, I'm gonna bring one home for Jake. Without the cream cheese, so he can try it.
Yes.
But we could get it maybe tomorrow, so it's more fresh.
Yes.
So we'll do a little, what is happening to my voice? Ever since I got sick, have you noticed there's like random moments where I like
crack
or like lose my breath? I'll like take a full breath and it makes me start coughing. It's the weirdest thing. I wonder if my lungs are like still recovering.
A little messed up still.
Yeah. Jake the other day is like, how long is this gonna last? Like the congestion?
He's like, I'm like, done with this.
Kind of a long time.
That's so funny.
Alright, we're back. We got our 2 bagels. Let's see how they're looking. Let's see. Everything. Okay. This is the classic. This is Alyssa's favorite.
Yes, this is my go-to order. Oh, I didn't say like cream cheese on this one, but we can just wipe some off if it's too much.
This is egg everything. I did get it toasted. Alyssa doesn't typically like it toasted, but I like a bagel toasted. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
This is scallion cream cheese. This is regular amount. We can compare regular versus
Oh yeah, we said light on the other one.
Which I didn't know if that was illegal to do, but it's a lot of cream cheese on these.
Yeah, that's like cream cheese in our veins on Long Island. They put like a whole 8 ounces on there. That's still a lot.
That smells so good though. Smell it. Oh, We have to start with that, I think, right?
Yeah, we went to Wally's. If you're in the Long Island area, you already know. That's my favorite bagel spot. They just have the best bagels.
Yeah, we were debating, like, should we do a different one? And then you're like, no, I just know that this one's good.
Yes.
So it's worth going to.
Yes.
Amazing.
Look, they did the powdered sugar.
Wow.
You want to try the French toast first?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to go to that because then I want sweet after I eat salty.
Okay. I want to just try this. It just smells so good. Wow. It smells like syrup, too.
Mmm. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Wow. Have you ever had a cinnamon raisin bagel?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of similar.
My only note is the cream cheese is almost throwing me off with the sweetness.
They have sweet cream cheeses.
Maybe that would have been good, like a cinnamony one or something. It is really good, though.
Or chocolate chip.
It is like kind of McGriddle vibes. It is good.
I'm going to save it for after my salty.
After the salty one. You gotta get the powdered sugar.
Yeah, oh yeah, you have to.
It's also interesting how New York puts them together, bagels.
As opposed to like
You know,
flat? That's how you would get a bagel served to you? Like where?
That's how I would eat it at home.
Oh,
Like this.
I do too.
Oh, you do? The first time I ever saw it like this, I'm like, whoa, it's closed.
It's together.
I'm like, oh, this is very different. Stepping outside of my comfort zone here. Makeup is done. I have been able to pivot back to the way that I used to do my makeup. I used my pressed powder. I've been using the Rare Beauty because it's acne safe. And I was gonna say like I don't love it, but honestly, I feel like it's doing just fine. The texture is definitely different than powder that I used to use. But I mean, my makeup looks good. It lasts all day, so I am happy with it. And it's so freeing to be able to go back to using powders instead of creams. Something about the creams just like never sat on my skin right. But I'm about to do the messy bun that I did a couple of vlogs back, and I figured I could vlog it and show you guys. So I was getting so many compliments. So if you haven't seen, this is a Delaney Childs technique. So I'll show you the way that I do it, especially like I had to make a little bit of change because I do have bangs in the front. So what I'm doing is I'm sectioning the front pieces. I kind of like to start around my ear, section all of this. I use one of these. I think these are called a rat tail, which is what a name for a comb. But I did a little dry shampoo and I used the Batiste. I used to love that dry shampoo, so I had a couple travel ones, so I just doused my hair in it and I'm like, wow, this actually sucks, and I didn't even realize how much it sucked. Do you have little clips by chance that I could clip my front pieces? Should we do one pink and one blue for the gender reveal?
Which one you're gonna put on what side?
It's a secret.
Give it away.
I feel like you know when the teacher picks like a favorite student to like watch the class or something, I'm like, I know the gender and you don't. But also I'm like super stressed not to say the gender.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I feel like I forgot how to talk. Okay, so then once you have these two front pieces sectioned, you're gonna do a ponytail, and this can be kind of messy. I am doing this with like a small mirror, so we'll see how this turns out today. And you're leaving the front pieces down. We'll deal with those in the next step. And I am doing this on second day hair because then I have a little bit more texture. I feel like you really couldn't do this on like freshly cleaned hair, but. And then I like to loosen up some of the pieces here. Just again, make it a little messy. One of my nails cracked. This one did. And it's like all my little pieces of hair are clinging in it. So I've been gluing like underneath so that it doesn't. I think it cracked while I was working on a patient. Which sucks, but it's okay. Of course, I like noticed it the second we got in the car to go to the airport. I'm like, oh, great. We'll make it work. We just need to get it for like 24 more hours. And then take these out in the front. And I use a small curling iron. I think this is probably like a 1/2 inch. And curl all of these pieces. This is definitely like a trust the process moment because now it looks a little crazy. I'm like getting all confused of what step I do. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of hairspray into my pony just to get a little texture. And then I'm gonna put the bun in. Then you take that same curling iron and all these little pieces sticking out, you curl those as well. Now we just start pinning. So kind of like even with the bun, pinning like pieces of it down. Then with these front pieces, take them, do like a little twist in the front here, and then kind of pin it up underneath the bun. That's gonna add some texture. And then a little pin in here. Then you can kind of fluff that to get a little height. And then same thing over here. I'm gonna try and match the sides. So I'm gonna leave my bangs down just a little bit. A little twist. Okay, and then just like the finishing. Touches, moving things, pinning things. I do actually go in with the Wavy Talk round brush and do my bangs with that, because otherwise they're a little bit too like curly Q in the front. So I'm gonna do finishing touches and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. I'm gonna stand back, but hair is done. I'm wearing this top from Free People. A Free People near me was closing down. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen this before. But I haven't had an opportunity to wear this top yet, because it's just like a little frilly, a little girly, like it's definitely like a date night top. So I figured this was perfect for the gender reveal, like something just a little bit more special. I am gonna use a little bit of my, oh my gosh, this literally broke. I think I can glue that back together. But this Dibs product, I absolutely love this. This is called Good Life Gold. And I have found, unless you immediately put lotion on and then this, I actually like to put it on the brush. Otherwise it like is patchy. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on my collarbones. I love this stuff. It really just adds such a radiant, beautiful glow, especially being a Minnesotan in the winter. Like my skin hasn't seen the sun in forever. So just a little bit of a glow on my chest. Oh, that just looks so nice. I'm actually gonna bring it kind of like all the way around. Oh, this top is cute. And I feel like with the hair, it turned out really cute too. I did have to redo the hair from what I showed you guys because I was using just like a little teeny tiny mirror. It definitely was not a big enough mirror. We're all ready. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be on like helping Alyssa duty. So I'm gonna end my vlog here. Not like end it permanently, but end it for right now. And I'll insert some little photos from the gender reveal. And then as I said, Alyssa's gonna be vlogging all of it. So you can see it all there. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun and magical. And I'm just so grateful that I came and can support her and be here for like such a memorable moment in her life. Like she's always gonna remember her first baby's gender reveal, and I get to be here. It's like the craziest thing ever that you can just fly and just like be in another place in the world, you know? Anyways, so I'm gonna do a little hairspray on this hair, and I'm gonna get downstairs and I'm gonna start helping get everything prepped and ready. Gender reveal is done. It was so much fun. We still need to do the debrief on the surprise, but
yes,
we're starving. It's what, 8 something. I've been craving this for months. Butter noodles with salt, Parmesan, and pepper. So that's what we're having for dinner, and we're sitting down to watch the Love is Blind weddings. You guys know how I kept saying like, we'll FaceTime and we'll watch it. I knew the whole time. So I wanted to do real quick like our predictions on who we think is gonna get married and who we think is not going to get married. So let's start with Daniel and Taylor.
Yes.
Yes, I think they're both gonna say yes.
Yes.
They're, I think, top couple of this entire season. They've had like hardships, they've worked through it, they're doing amazing. Joey and Monica, what do you think? I think he'll say no because her sister was just so nasty and closed off to him. I could see that being a deal breaker for him.
Yeah, I think no for them too.
What are the couples' names in season 8? No, you know what I'll do? I'll go on Love is Blind Instagram. No,
that's the worst thing.
Devin and Virginia, it's gotta be.
I think so.
I don't think they'll get married.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Something about her just seems very closed off, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Ben and Sarah?
Absolutely not. No. No way.
Yeah, there's no way. Okay, so the only couple we think is getting married is Taylor. Wait, but who do you think is gonna say no between Devin and Virginia? I think she will.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like super into him, but she made him sign the prenup.
I know.
Maybe him, because he's like, are you like as into this as I am?
Okay.
Because he did seem kind of like weary about that.
Yeah.
He was kind of hesitant about the prenup.
And then what about Sarah and Ben? Sarah saying no? They show that clip where it looks like she's running away at the wedding.
They did. They kind of gave that away. Because they showed her in her dress, and then I was like, wait, that's her running away. I think they both would say no, but I just don't know who's going to go first.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think whoever goes first between them would say no.
Okay. Well, we'll catch up after. We'll see if we're right. We need to eat and watch and not talk.
Yes.
Imagine me getting married. No.
No.
Yeah, I have. You've always just said you're a lone wolf. Yeah.
Wow, what a weekend. It's already almost over.
Are we debriefing like...
I want to do the surprise. Like
Oh.
all the like planning, talking to Zane.
Oh, yeah.
Because we just did the surprise like reveal in person.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of it.
Okay, tell me more.
We never talked.
I'm ready.
Okay. So, when you planned this, I guess backing up, we planned my housewarming party and we wanted Alyssa to be there.
Yeah.
But also wanted Love is Blind to be able to happen because when Alyssa surprised me, we had like the whole season of Love is Blind in October to watch.
Yes.
So we were like, okay, next hangout, we need to do that. And so with my housewarming party, we were trying to coordinate all the things. Little did I know you were also pregnant, which is why you were pushing for like, okay, we need to get that scheduled, we need to get that planned, whatever.
Like, as whatever weekend you can do ASAP, I'll come.
Yes. And so coordinating with everybody's schedules was so hard,
it's so
especially
hard.
around spring break. Like everyone had trips and things and I just wanted like our most important people to be able to be there. And even that didn't even work, which is totally fine. It is what it is. But I planned that, we had that scheduled, and then shortly after I found out you were pregnant, and then gender reveal started to come up.
Yeah.
And it was the weekend right after. So initially when you told me, I was like, oh, I don't know, like so close together. And with being long distance, like it's kind of nice when it's spread out.
Yeah, because like if we're going to make a trip,
Yeah,
we might as well have a little bit of like
Yeah, you
time
miss
in
each
between.
other and have so much to catch up on. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'll think about it. And then I had gotten sick with the flu for 2 weeks. I had to take a week off work. It was awful, but I was like, this is the perfect decoy. Because you had mentioned a couple times, you're like, the party's this day, like no pressure if you can't make it, like
Yeah.
I totally get it, but like you're included, like,
Yes.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I've actually booked it while I was sick.
Did you?
Yes.
That's brave.
Yes, I booked it while I was sick because I was like, okay, I have to come.
You had a moment where you were like, no, I gotta go.
Yeah, I
We're
have
going.
to go.
Yeah.
Booked it on a whim, and then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna tell you. And it was so hard to not even like tell Zane, but I couldn't text her husband because they both work from home, they're together a lot, so I'm like, on the off chance you're like in the car going to an appointment or getting groceries, and I text you and you're like, what the heck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't tell him at all, but I knew you were coming, so I was like, I will text him right when I know you're on the plane. That way there's like no chance of you seeing it on either of our like cars or whatever.
I did the same when I surprised you with Jake. I like texted him that I booked it when I knew you were at work.
Oh, smart.
And then I didn't text him at all until like the day I got on the
Yes.
plane and I knew you were at work.
It's so hard to keep it in and not like
so hard.
tell.
And I was just there.
Yes.
And you like didn't give it away at all. And like everything you were saying was just so believable. I'm like, oh, you were sick. You don't want to take off more work. Like that makes so much sense.
Yes, and then with the housewarming, I did take a couple days off because you stayed
Oh.
for like a chunk of time.
Yes.
So I was
Too.
perfect. I was like, with the housewarming and like you coming for 5 days, like I took all that time off work and then I took
Yeah.
5 days off for the flu. I'm like, I can't. Little did she know, I did have the trip booked. So right when you got on the plane, you texted me, I'm online for security.
Oh yeah, she said. She's like, you say online, not inline.
Yeah, you guys should comment. What do you say, inline or online?
I know that is a debate. I've seen that before.
That's so funny. I've never heard you say that specifically, like
Yeah, I'm
online.
I'm online at Target.
Yes. So right when you said that, I texted Zane, and we were kind of going back and forth because, sorry, I'm like getting sidetracked, but the whole reason I was coming.
at my chicken timer going
Oh,
off.
did it come
Keep
off?
going. I just have to flip our chicken.
Okay, we're having lunch because we're starving. So I knew that the gender reveal was obviously why I would be coming. But Alyssa was like, what if when I come, we do like a gender reveal for you, just us, since you can't make it to the party? And then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, I could still find out and then just come to the gender reveal party, because truthfully, I'm coming to the gender reveal party to support Alyssa and Zane and their baby and like help set up and like whatever I can do to be supportive and helpful. That's why I'm coming. So I was like, even if I know the gender of the baby, like it's totally fine, right? Then I started like getting in my head, I'm like, should I surprise her when she gives me the box? Because we had decided like we're gonna do a box with a onesie with the color in it.
What was Jake's opinion?
He said wait
Okay.
until in person, because
Okay.
he's like, there's just nothing like that.
Yeah.
And I was texting Zane, I'm like, what do you think? Like, should I like stop her before she tells me the gender of the baby?
Yeah.
Or should I just like find it out and
Yeah.
then pretend like nothing else
Right.
and then just come and like still be a part of it?
And Zane agreed too?
He said to tell you before.
Oh.
Yes. It's probably like, why would you come all the way to the gender reveal if you already knew, kind of thing.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna just trust my gut and I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
So you told me the gender of your baby. And I was like, then getting in my head, because I'm like, what if she thinks it's so weird that I like already know and now I'm like still coming to the gender reveal party, like the whole point of the party.
Yeah, that was part of my surprise, that I was like, wait, you know already? You came all the way here?
Then the morning of my flight, I started texting Zane a little bit because I was like, how am I gonna surprise her? Because obviously I wanted it filmed, because truthfully, the video of you surprising me is like my favorite video of all time.
I literally have it on my like frame.
Yes.
My digital frame.
Because it's so,
sorry.
It's so precious. So precious. Even the weekend that we like did that, we watched it like a million times.
Literally us all day. Yes.
So it was just
such a good
so
video.
wholesome. So
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be in her house, and I know the code to your house, but I'm like, I don't know if I should like do the code and come down the stairs and be like, hi.
Yeah.
You're pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm like, that's a little too much. So how can I get in your house? Because obviously we're not going to film at your front door. I was just like overthinking. I couldn't sleep for 2 nights.
I know exactly how you feel, because I was like, I came to you because it was your house and I wanted to come help you move, and then there was too much going on. So I was like, I can't go to her house without her.
Yes.
So we're like, but she has patients from this time to this time. We're like, do we just show up to her work? But I can't film the outside of your house. I was literally just going through the same
like, how do
thoughts.
I make sure I can film it?
Yes.
So I had come up with a plan. I'm like, what if you pick Zane, her husband, what if you pick me up from the train station, and then they park their cars in their garage, and then I could come up the stairs like with him, because he won't think anything of that, or you won't think anything of that, because obviously he's just coming home.
I didn't.
Or nothing to think of it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I took the train all by my very self. That was like my scariest thing, because I flew into JFK and then I had to take the train to Long Island.
LA double R.
I've done it with Alyssa. I've done it with Jake. So I'm familiar, but I've never done it alone. So I got the app. I got my ticket. I took the train, got off on the stop that Zane told me to get off on.
Yeah.
He picked me up. And then in the car, we're just like, like chatting about it. He was telling me he showed you reels on his phone and my name popped up. And he was like, but it's crazy because she just covered it right up for me.
I did.
You were like, oh yeah, she's gonna text you about the shoulder.
Yeah. I had so many thoughts go through my head because he was showing me reels and I just saw Courtney pop up and Zane goes, Courtney? And I was like, I'm like, but there's no way because you took off all the time of work. I was literally just landed from seeing you 2 days prior. And the thought halfway crossed my mind, but like, and then I was like, oh, you mentioned when I was just there, oh, I'm going to text him because Zane's been having some shoulder pain. And you were like, oh, I'm going to text him and help him out, whatever, and like give him advice. And so I said that, like thinking that, but also being like, if that was something, if they're scheming something, if she wants to even just send me a gift or whatever it is, whatever you wanted to do, I didn't want him to like get panicky and then start making excuses and I'd be able to tell he's lying.
Yes.
So I kind of was just like, oh yeah, she wanted to text you about your shoulder. And then so he finished showing me the reels, picks up his phone, and he's like, oh yeah, that's so nice. Like, she's so thoughtful like that. And I'm like, yeah, she is. And I was like editing my vlog. So I was like, okay, bye. And I just went into my office and forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then I didn't think twice about it. And then Zane was like, oh, I forgot my drink that I really wanted for tomorrow. Like, I need my ginger ale. And I was like, okay, we got so many drinks for tomorrow, but sure, if that's what you need, you know? And he's like, I'm just gonna run back out. And he had just gone out to get stuff. And I was like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And then he went to pick up Courtney.
Yes, picks me up, and then we start to scheme like how should we set up tripod. I brought tripods, I brought my camera, like everything. Yeah. It's like, should we set it up by the car and like then like hey, come down here real quick, whatever. Yeah. So we were trying to talk about it, and he was like, how about you just go up the stairs and I'll film? And so that's what we did. And literally from the second we got into your garage, I'm like, this is the craziest thing. I'm just like in your house and you just like don't even know. And all day I was like texting her. I also like purposely took a photo at work on Thursday, and I took a few other stories and then I ended up not posting them. Like I took some of Miko, like my house, so I could post them on Friday. So you'd have no idea.
Wow.
Like on the off chance like my phone can connect to Wi-Fi and you're like, that's weird. Like why, you know what I mean? You were like, Because for your birthday you did mention a couple times. You were like, oh, I was kind of thinking maybe you would like come and surprise me. So I wanted you to have zero idea.
Yeah.
And so walk up the stairs and that's where the surprise happened.
I was extra surprised and grateful because there was a couple other people that I was like really hoping could make it too, and I'm like, I wonder if like someone's gonna surprise me. I'm like, nah, no one ever surprises me. Like that never really happens to me, and I was just there.
Yeah.
I guess so. I had literally zero idea that you were
and
going
it's
at
the
all.
coolest feeling ever. Like I cannot
Wild.
describe the feeling that I felt when I saw you at my work in October. Like just, it's like the biggest mental like, how are you here? Because you live in a different state.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
And I didn't know about it?
Yes, and we've been texting and you were telling me you're doing this, that, the other, and I'm like,
I was wedding planning.
yes, and you're just sitting on the couch right there.
Yes.
And I knew that from that moment, I was like, okay, I want to find a time to do that to you.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
But I'm like, it's so hard to like have a moment to do that. Because even with your birthday, like, how do you just like randomly show up if you have plans or...
Yeah.
It's like, it has to be the right moment.
Yes.
And the right weekend. And so I
Yes.
figured this was just perfect.
Yeah. No, it was. I was shocked.
Especially because like gender reveal, if I miss that, it's like you'd be like sad, but like your baby shower, it's like, oh.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you're supposed to be there for that.
That's what you kept saying too. You're like, I'm gonna be there for everything else, like da da da. I'm like, yeah, she just can't make it. It's the timing of everything.
Yeah.
I was just there. She
And we
knows.
had our moment.
Yeah, like she knows already. It's fine. And it's funny because I was like having like a computer rot day. So when you guys see the clip, I'm like in my office, like I was about to get in like a full shower, like an everything shower, like refresh for the party the next day. So I've been like sitting at my computer like since Pilates that morning, just like rotting, like greasy hair.
Just editing away.
Just editing, like yeah, in my dungeon, literally.
That is one thing, if you don't make YouTube videos, you just don't even know the amount of locked in you get when you are editing. I'm talking, if my water is empty, I'm not drinking water that time. I'm like so in it.
Can't stop.
To the point where I'll sometimes offer to make Jake lunch so that I have to stop. So I'm like, one more minute,
Yes.
come on, one more minute.
clip, one more clip.
And then it's 8
Crazy.
hours.
Yes.
And you're like, I have to pee so bad. I now have an infection because I have not gotten up all day.
I'm starving.
I'm shaking.
And a headache.
It's crazy how locked in you get. So I also, like, on the train, the man next to me was like, what is going on? Because I was checking my YouTube and Instagram like crazy. Because I'm like, has she posted? Like, what is she doing? I just was so nervous.
Yeah. It also worked out too because I knew I had so much that I wanted to get done before I like started to party prep that night. And so I actually texted Courtney in the morning and I was like, just so you know, I'm gonna be a little bit MIA. Like I need to lock in because sometimes if we start texting,
It's crazy.
can't stop.
Yeah.
When we want to update each other on everything, then we want to voice memo, we want to send pictures, and we want to tell every detail. And like that's
this is what I ate. This is
literally
what I'm eating later.
Literally. You're like, what are you having for dinner?
Yeah. What are you doing right now?
And so sometimes we have to like cut ourselves off.
And
if
we
we
did.
know we need to get shit done.
And I was funny. I was sitting with Jake in the car, and you were like, whatever you said, like, okay, I'm getting back to editing, like, bye. And I was like,
Yeah.
TTYL. I did that on
was like,
purpose.
perfect.
'Cause I've never said that to you, probably ever.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think twice about that.
But I was like laughing to Jake. I'm like,
TTYL.
I said TTYL because I am.
Oh, like literally talk to you
Literally,
later.
I am.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was so nervous, which is so funny. I was like asking my friend Maggie for reassurance. I'm like,
Yeah.
what if she's like, oh, you're here and I just saw you? Or like, you already know the gender. Great.
No, it meant even more because I'm like, I was just there. I just saw you. Like, and you're going on another trip, like, so soon, too. That was another thing that I was like, are you still going on that? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah, I'll be home for just a couple of days and then
Literally.
I'm on another trip.
That's, like, so meaningful. It's like what you said when I surprised you. And I was, like, in the middle of, like, big, like, wedding planning.
Yeah, I was like, what?
You were like, you're getting married so soon, and you're just
That's
here.
what was so funny is when you wanted to come and you kept being like, send me dates. Like when we moved into our house, you were like, send me dates. And I literally would just ignore it because I'm like, you literally have a wedding in October. I'm not even gonna think about it.
Yeah.
And then the holidays, I was like, I'm like, this is not important right now.
Aw.
Like, I'm gonna see you at your wedding. Let's focus on that.
Yeah, you're like, she's just trying to be too
So I know
nice.
you were there,
She
I'm
just
like,
not just come.
What?
Yeah.
You're literally standing there.
It's so weird.
And it was funny because Jake's like, do you think Alyssa will come visit? And I was like, I don't know. Like, she has her wedding.
Oh, he was like scheming along.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just like
Just playing along a
touch.
little.
I'm like, she has her wedding. Like, that's what she's focused on right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I don't want to add stress.
Yes. I was shooketh. Shook
It's
to my core.
the craziest feeling ever.
I'm so grateful. Courtney is just the best, the most thoughtful, like you just care so much about everyone and everything and little details, and it's really nice to have a friendship where they pour into your cup as much as you, I hope, pour as much as I pour into yours.
Feel that way too.
Yeah, like it's so nice to have a friend. It's like, oh my God, you came here and surprised me. Like you had a whole day of travel just to like see me. Like that means so much.
It is so special.
Yeah, it means a lot.
The friendship is so amazing because even like I have watched you for so long and I've said this to you in person, but a little insider info is like you don't really know all the little things like a friend is gonna do for you in person. Like during the housewarming, it's like you're like throwing away the garbage as I'm making the charcuterie board and you're taking the pictures and you're like, oh, can I make you something to eat because you're so focused on that? And I come out of the bathroom and I take a sip of my water and I'm like, wait, it was empty and now it's full. Why is it full? And it's like, oh, I filled it for you. Like all of those little things. It's so amazing to have.
It's helpful. It's so helpful.
It is so helpful.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad though because the night that I surprised you, also this last thing, and our food's done and we're eating.
I know, I'm like drooling.
One last thing though is I kind of felt bad because I was like, okay, I'm here to help. And then I'm not kidding. After I surprised you, all of a sudden I'm like, I'm dead.
It's an adrenaline crash.
It is.
It's such an adrenaline
crash. Because for like weeks, you're like keeping it in and you're like scheming and thinking. And like, I even was like, send me your invite. I want to see what it looks like. So I was like, do I need an outfit?
I know.
Like I
sent her a picture of all the decor that I had laid out on the table. She's like, oh, I have so much FOMO. I wish I could be there to help you. And I'm like, oh, my heart, I get it.
And for the trip coming up, she's like, oh, if we only lived closer, I could like let you borrow some clothes.
Oh, you're like on my way.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'll leave a little extra room in my suitcase so I can fit a few clothes.
So
that's funny. Yeah, no, literally incredible. And even like the day when we were setting up, because like it is a lot. Like we set up, it was so late. For hours we set up this house. And it honestly helped the next day because then we could like take our time, have like a morning. But I was like, oh my God, I hope this is like worth it for her to fly all the way here. Like I hope she has fun and I hope it ends up being, you know, like I'm like, I hope she didn't, I don't know, like, you know, you just flew here and I'm like, oh, you're just doing so much work. Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay. But then the next day we had the party and it was literally one of like the best days ever. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this was so beautiful and I'm so glad you were a part of it.
Yeah, it was so fun to chat with everyone and like every time you hang out with them, then you get to know them better.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah, it's so special.
It was super fun.
It was so special. And now we know the gender of your baby.
Yes. When is this going up?
This will go up on Friday. So
so it'll be up. It's a boy.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. And I was very good and I didn't spoil it at all.
Oh, it's so
at
hard.
The reveal day. Because once you know the gender, you're calling him him. Yes. Like your little boy and he and what is he doing? But then all of a sudden I'm like, your baby, they, like them, you're them. It's like you just all of a sudden I'm like, because her friend Brenna was here setting up for the party with us and I was like, I can't even talk about your baby because if I ruin it, that'll be the end.
I've had many conversations with people where I'm like, did I just accidentally say it? And they pretended I didn't. And they just like, were like, okay, I heard you say that, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't. So I would like get in my head. I'm like, did I just say it? Did I not? I can't remember. But I've been extra careful, especially because of vlogging, that I like didn't want to spoil it. And everyone thought I kept spoiling it. And I was I'm literally not. I'm being very careful.
Everyone thinks it's a girl right now.
Everyone thought I said she in a recent video. And I'm like, sure, if that's what you want to think. But I just like, sometimes my words just like mush together.
Yeah, it just is what it is, especially with editing. We were talking about that today when you cut yourself off and then you can't edit it and whatever.
You can't make a cut.
Okay, we have to go.
Oh yeah, I'm leaving. Bye.
Lunch has been served. The food yesterday for the party was absolutely incredible. Alyssa accidentally ordered 2 boxes, too many croissants, and they're like humongous boxes. So we're like, all right, let's chef something up. So we have the Kirkland chicken. Is it a breast? Chicken breast?
It's like I think that's called a fillet.
What chicken?
I'll get you guys the big.
Oh, the big. Get the big.
Get the big.
Get the big.
Big. Zane loves these.
Lightly breaded chicken breast fillets. All right, so we chefed that up in the air fryer.
Yeah.
By we, I mean Alyssa.
Worked really hard.
Yes, really challenging meal. And then we air fried up the croissant, and again, by we, I mean Alyssa. And then put some cheese, and that is our lunch. And we have some scoops. Because, you know when you're traveling, it's like you're eating out every single meal. I needed something just at home before the airport dinner, you know? Okay, we're gonna eat because we can't stop talking. Remember when I told you we were gonna eat? It's probably been 45 minutes.
Our food's gonna get cold.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Again, bye. Lunch has been had. Now we have like an hour-ish before the airport. So here's what we're gonna get into. We're gonna unbox all of Alyssa's PR for her vlogs. We did that before and it was so fun and I love to see PR. Something about it is just like a YouTube video in real life for me. So we're gonna unbox this. I set an alarm just to be safe because we're getting close for comfort. So we're gonna unbox all this. Maybe I'll show you guys a few of the like fun things.
Your faves, your top 5 faves.
Okay.
That's what I want to see.
Okay, T. Because you'll see the unboxing in Alyssa's vlog. Probably in like a year because...
Stop. I do have a million vlogs to post.
Yes, she's got the gender reveal. She has the Minnesota vlog still. So we'll see. We'll see when we get to that, but I'm so excited. I literally love the PR, but I would hate having to deal with all this cardboard. So at least I get to open it and leave.
Yeah, it's like
kind of the best part.
Someone else's like kid.
Yeah, like
They're
Christmas.
so cute. Okay,
bye.
Done with the crying all night. Bye.
We're rapid firing because it is 3:31. We need to leave here in like 10 minutes. So, a couple little goodies that I'm taking home that I'm actually so excited about. Yay. It's like shopping every time I come here. But I did see another influencer. I think it was Whitney Simmons. I'm not sure. But these little Makeup Forever Super Boost Gloss. I'm wearing one right now. I'm wearing the Juicy Peach one. The applicator is really fun. Smells amazing, like minty. And it's pigmented, but not too pigmented. And I love a nice pinky lip. My little Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. So I also am taking home Daring Candy because also love candy. So 2 little fun pinky shades. And then I'm really excited about these. This is probably my favorite thing you got. Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush. You guys seen these? I saw actually Manny MUA on TikTok do a little like no makeup with these because they're technically not a blush. They're like a flush. But he did it with like all his skincare on and then put a little bit of this as a little blush. So Liz is letting me have both colors to try. We got the berry and we got the, what is this other one called? Watermelon. And these are acne safe. We asked chat. That's how I always know. You guys ask me all the time in my comments. You're like, how do you know if it's acne safe? I literally just type it into ChatGPT and I'm like, is this specific thing acne safe? And it'll tell you yes, it'll tell you no, it'll tell you why it's not. Because some people like are okay with fragrance, some people aren't. I just make sure it's like super, super acne safe before I use it. So anyways, I'm gonna go pack up my bag. I'm also gonna take this mock neck off because when I packed this outfit, I was like, oh, this will be so cute. I'm wearing Jake's little cute New York kit sweater. So then I was thinking, I'm gonna be sweating in the airport with 2 long sleeves. So I'm gonna go take this off. I'm gonna pack up my bag and then we're gonna head back to Minnesota.
You just got here.
I know. It's like 48 hours, not even.
Literally.
Should I end the vlog here?
I don't know. Maybe a little travel montage.
Oh, okay.
And seeing the cats.
Okay.
I want to see Luca.
We'll let you see Luca and Nico, and then we'll end this vlog.
And I want a Luca. Meow.
Yeah.
I want to hear.
I'm so excited to see my little boys. And Jake's already been tracking my flight. He has this app called Flighty, and he's like, "You're getting in 30 minutes early." We're not even on the plane yet, and Jake already knows.
He's on it.
That's why you have to text Jake. Well, they didn't see that. In the PR unboxing, I had to ask Jake a question. I'm like, what is this and why is it this way? But time to pack. It's 33 now. Okay, we gotta go.
So, the naturalness and tall, where the